Hello, welcome back to TUTV. I'm Charity Barton.
And I'm Alex Garofalo. Charity, we have a 80s themed Halloween on set today, which makes me want to ask, what's your favorite decade?
Let's go with the 90s.
And why the 90s?
Because the 90s, they had, if you're a 90s kid, you understand why you like the 90s. I was born in 96. And so the culture, the music, the TV, the movies that came out, the style, it's everything. What's your favorite decade?
I personally love the 70s.
Really, why?
The music and the atmosphere of it. I probably would have failed out of college in the 70s because I would have been going to a bunch of Zeppelin concerts. It's kind of hard to care about accounting when you have the greatest rock band in the world.
Sure.
In their prime.
Yeah.
Also, the style's really cool. I would have been in the bell-bottoms for sure.
Well, you're already in the corduroys.
Yeah.
What are these? Yeah, corduroys?
I do my part. I do my part to go retro for it.
Yeah.
So I wish the 70s for sure.
70s, 90s, and we're on set for 80s.
And we're in 2017.
Yeah, look at that. Okay, let's turn it over to news and see what's actually happening in 2017.
1, 2, 3.
No.
Okay. Such game that is public.
Hello and welcome to our very spooky episode of TUTV News. My name is Robert Steer.
And I'm Sydney Allison. Really excited for this Halloween episode today.
Me too. All right, let's get started.
Let's get spooky.
A team of volunteers is rescuing hundreds of cats and dogs that were abandoned in the Virgin Islands during the recent barrage of hurricanes. On the last flight out of St. Croix, animals outnumbered people by a ratio of 4 to 1. Sally Gear, co-founder of the Virgin-based non-profit group Island Dog Rescue, to coordinate the efforts to rescue animals on all 3 islands, St. John, St. Thomas, and St. Croix. After Hurricanes Irma and Maria hit, people already stranded had no way to take care of their animals. Gear said that, quote, "The real work begins now. Everyone thinks the storm's passed and it's all over, but it's not." In Gear's experience, even the pets without owners stateside find adoptive families immediately. On the last flight of the St. Croix, all animals on board found families before the plane landed, thanks to social media efforts by shelters in St. Petersburg, Florida. Gear emphatically promised that planning is already underway for another flight.
High winds and torrential rain Saturday evening put a damper on the Beach Boys concert in Norman. Governor Mary Fallin, who was in attendance, was evacuated from the Riverwind Casino twice. The storm tore a part of the roof off of the casino. Fallon reported, quote, "I looked up toward the balcony and there was this huge flood of rain coming through the roof." Authorities evacuated the building over concerns the entire roof would collapse. The damage can be traced to Saturday night's tornadic activity. Kelly Kane, spokeswoman for the Oklahoma Department of Emergency Management, said that 3 tornadoes were reported Saturday night in Caddo, Comanche, and McLean counties, but there have been no reports of injuries or death.
More than 1,500 people came to the Stennis Space Center in Hancock County, Mississippi on Saturday to watch NASA test engines that will eventually get humans to Mars on the Orion rocket. Each engine puts out 512,000 pounds of thrust. The 4 SR-25 engines, coupled with the solid rocket boosters accompanying the final rocket, will give the Orion 8.8 million pounds of thrust, 15% more than the Saturn V rockets that powered the Apollo space missions decades ago. During the first mission for the Orion, NASA will send the spacecraft into distant lunar retrograde orbit. This is the furthest distance ever attempted for a rocket with a crew of astronauts. If successful, it will beat the distance reached by the Apollo spacecraft by over 40,000 square kilometers. To learn more about NASA's mission, go to Mars, visit nasa.gov/Orion.
Scientists announced the shocking discovery of teeth fossils in Germany that date back almost 10 million years. Until now, teeth like these have only been found in Africa. Even then, the fossil record has been much younger. According to paleontologist Herbert Lutz from the Mainz Natural History Museum in Germany, quote, "This is not only the first time something like this has been found here in over 80 years, but it's something completely new, something previously unknown to science. The find occurred near the town of Eppelsheim. One tooth shares many similarities with those found in the famous skeleton called Lucy. However, Lucy is thought to only be 3 million years old. These fossils are 9.7 million years old. Humanity's early ancestors are only thought to have begun their migration out of Africa and into Europe and Asia 100,000 years ago. The find raises many questions about humanity's early timeline.
An organization called Tulsa Aware stood outside the courthouse Sunday afternoon to protest police brutality. The crowd of more than 50 protesters wanted new initiatives stating specifically that people of color are endangered by standard police practices. They called for the resignation of Tulsa Police Chief Chuck Jordan as well. Aware Tulsa co-founder David Hartland said, quote, "We feel like this leadership has not been effective enough, and we feel like this has delayed the initiatives in community policing, and delays mean failure to implement." So there's some exciting stuff going on. So I'm really interested in the Orion missions, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I just noticed that you put a spider in your beard.
Nah, he just kind of crawled up there. I didn't have a heart to swat him away.
Cool. But yeah, that story is really interesting.
Yeah, so would you go to Mars if someone like asked you like, come on, hop on this rocket?
No.
Really?
Never.
Why not?
Never. It's too scary. I get plane sick. It would not be worth it.
It's true.
What about you?
I don't know, maybe. Being the first one to step on Mars would be like a solid thing to put on my epitaph, you know? Just like,
Would you do it for free?
if I could bring my family with me, yeah. If I could bring my dog, it'd be solid. I'd be like, yeah, let's do it.
All right, fair enough. Well, that's all the time we have for this week. I'm Sydney Allison.
And I'm Robert Steer.
Have a good week.
Hello viewers and welcome back. I'm here with Paul Forehand, a graduate of the University of Oregon and recent returnee from a 2-year stint with the Peace Corps in Mongolia. He's here to talk to us about his time there. So Mr. Forehand, without further ado, let's get started. What led you to wanting to go into the Peace Corps?
I just got done writing my master's thesis, and which was basically just an exercise in insanity or sanity. So kind of, I just wanted to get lost.
Yeah.
I wanted to go on an adventure.
And you told me that Mongolia was not your original choice. How did that happen?
Originally, I was going to go to Ukraine to continue my Russian language studies. The day after I submitted my application was when Russia annexed the Crimea.
Oh.
So that got shot. Then ended up getting poached by the Mongolia desk because my application was still floating.
Okay. And what was your program for the Peace Corps over there? Did you teach English or did you work with health initiatives or?
A little bit of everything. My main job though was teaching English, and when they found out I can speak Russian, I ended up doing that too.
Okay, so did you teach Russian too? Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
Off the books. Peace Corps didn't like that very much.
Secret's safe with me.
And now that we're on TV, it's a good secret, right?
Well, the viewers will keep it safe too. They're
Okay.
loyal. They're very loyal.
That's good.
So what's for a lot of people here probably don't know, Mongolia is between China and Russia.
Yep.
Yes. And what was life there like?
It's cold.
Cold.
Yeah. On the average, I lived in a pretty temperate region, almost smack dab in the middle. It only got down to about -35 in the winter.
Only.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you live? I know that there's traditional housing there called yurts, correct? Mm-hmm. Is that what you lived in, or did you live in something else?
I did. I lived in a felt hut called. So we still the Russian word, which is yurt. The Mongolian word is gir.
Okay.
Lived in one of those. It's just layers of hair patted down. Yep, we got a picture of it.
Yeah, I think we got a photo.
Wood burning stove, no running water, and I had pretty good electricity about 4 days out of the week.
Okay.
Cell service is really good there, though, because
Really?
everybody's so spread out. Yeah.
I was gonna say I'd heard that in Mongolia it's like less than a person per square mile, almost.
The entire country, about 3 million people live there. 45% of those are in the capital city. So I lived in a pretty good-sized town, which on the census said 6,000. At least half of those were still herders, nomadic.
Okay.
Yep.
Really. What's the culture there like? Like? Could you give us a kind of like an idea of what the Mongolian culture is, if possible?
In a couple words,
or your impressions of it.
Very affable rednecks.
I like that. Affable rednecks.
Yeah, they like horses. They're very big into like wrestling and archery.
Okay.
My school director, so we'd say principal, used to drive around wolf hunting, fishing, camping.
Wolf hunting?
Yeah, it was a big deal because all the herds, mostly sheep and goats.
Wow. Okay, and you brought some other photos with you today as well. Mm-hmm. We'll see if we can pull a few of those up. You can tell us a little bit more about those. So we already saw where you lived in the yurt. What about this one? Is that? Do you still have that hat? I gotta ask.
I do, and that hat was happy and running around and trying to provide food for its family about 2 weeks before I was wearing it in that picture.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then it's kind of like a bathrobe. It's called a del, which is a wraparound. That's a fall one, still super warm. And the boots are leather and felt.
Sounds like a very warm outfit.
It got me through the winter for sure.
Jeez. Okay. So they hunt there a lot for fun. I'm guessing outdoor recreation is kind of the big deal.
Yeah, super outdoorsy. I've only seen people sleep and eat in their houses.
That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. That's really neat. Did you get a chance to go anywhere else outside the country while you were on your Peace Corps stint?
Not outside the country. I was broke. Okay. But I did get to see quite a few places in Mongolia.
What's their currency?
It's the togruk, and I actually have one.
The togruk?
Togruk.
Togruk.
So they have like a nasal O. Ugh. Yeah. So I will. This is my gift to you.
Oh well, thank you.
That is about $4.
Who's this man on the bill?
That would be Grandpa Chinggis Khan.
Chinggis Khan. All right. Very cool. Very cool. Makes me definitely want to pursue my goals with the Peace Corps for sure.
Yeah, you should.
It sounds like you had a very interesting time, and I'd like to have a hat like that myself.
I can probably set that up.
Oh well, get with me after the show. But thank you very much for your time, Paul.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Wish you the best in all your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by today. Hello and welcome back to TUTV Sports. I'm Alex and Laurel. We got some juicy sports stories in the lineup this week.
We do. I'm excited.
I got to tell you, I'm really excited for the one about the guy posting the first career triple-double at Reynolds Arena back in 1999 when I was
I'm very excited
a mere 4 years old.
I was 3.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be good. I'm excited.
I wonder what he's doing now.
There's really no telling. Maybe we should call him and ask him.
Maybe I can find him on LinkedIn.
There you go. Or Facebook.
Or MySpace.
Yeah, he probably still has a MySpace. I like it.
On Sunday, the Tulsa women's golf team finished the 54-hole Palmetto Intercollegiate in 11th place. Tulsa's Randy Romack and Annika Stroback finished with rounds of 76 and tied for 23rd place. Johanna Samuelson was just a stroke behind, coming in at 33rd place. Ole Miss won the competition with a team score of 290. Two of their players earned high scores of 68. The second round of action will proceed in shotgun format due to inclement weather.
The Tulsa rowing team earned 4 medals at the Jayhawk Jamboree this past Sunday. The Jamboree took place on the Kaw River at Beecham Park in Lawrence, Kansas. The Tulsa rowers earned 1 gold medal, 2 silver medals, and 1 bronze medal. Head coach Kevin Harris said, quote, "I am pleased with the effort the team put out and the team spirit is high and we are rowing really well. I am most pleased about the fact that they are hearing what we are coaching them to do and applying it."
All right. As part of the 2 decades of Reynolds Center Magic Series, TU is celebrating Eric Coley's triple-double, the first in Tulsa men's basketball history. Coley set the record on December 4th, 1999, and helped move the team to 6-0 on the season. More highlights from Coley's career can be found on the Tulsa Athletics webpage.
The Tulsa women's volleyball team faced off against the University of Connecticut on Sunday. The Golden Hurricane won the game with a 3-0 sweep. TU junior Emily Thorson led the team with 16 kills, followed by Callie Cook with 9 kills. As a team, the Golden Hurricane totaled 76 digs, 45 kills, 43 assists, and 6 blocks. The win puts Tulsa at 10-12 overall in the season and 4-6 in American Conference play. The next game is set for October 26 against East Carolina University.
Tulsa tennis player Majid Kilani represented TU at the ITA Regionals on Sunday in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Kilani defeated the University of Oklahoma's Alexander Bakshi, who was ranked number 10 in the nation, or number 10 in the event, in straight sets. Kilani then moved on to the semifinals, where he was defeated by Nebraska's Toby Boyer in 2 sets. Tulsa's tennis players returned to the court on January 12th when they host the Bryant Bulldogs for a dual match.
The Tulsa football team narrowly fell just short in their comeback effort this past weekend. The team lost to the University of Connecticut by a final score of 20-14. Fans hoped for a miracle victory when quarterback Luke Skipper made a throw to the end zone with no time remaining. Unfortunately, the pass was knocked away from receiver Keenan Johnson at the last second. The loss puts Tulsa at 2-6 overall and 1-3 in American Athletic Conference play.
Well, Laurel, I got to hand it to our football team. We destroy a great opponent in Houston and then lose to UConn.
It doesn't make any sense to me, but it is what it is.
Maybe they're just, trying to keep it entertaining for us.
Maybe keep us on our toes.
Do you think we'll make the postseason? I mean, a bowl game. It's college. There's no postseason.
I don't think so, because we would have to win 4 of our next 5 games, and our opponents are really tough and ranked. So I'm not feeling hopeful, but that's just me. Maybe they can prove me wrong.
Well, regardless of how the football team does, at least we'll get some candy for Halloween, right?
Truly.
What do you know what you're gonna dress as?
Probably nothing. I don't really do Halloween. Dressing up is not really my thing, but
Don't really do Halloween. Well, on that fun note, I'm Alex. Thanks for joining us for TUTV Sports.
And I'm Laurel. Thanks. Hello, welcome to TUTV Entertainment. I'm Laurel.
And I'm Sydney Allison. Welcome to another spooky segment.
I'm excited to talk about some events that we have going on campus, or that we've had going on campus this week.
Yeah, me too. All right, let's get started.
Cool. Grammy Award-winning singer, activist, and humanitarian Angelique Kidjo visited TU this week. The Reynolds Center hosted the singer. She spoke about her memoir titled Spirit Rising, her life growing up in West Africa and fleeing the country of Benin after a communist takeover. Kidjo activates for gender equality, education, and conservation. She is the latest distinguished guest in the Presidential Lecture Series.
Justin Timberlake is now officially set to be the featured performer in the 2018 Pepsi halftime show. The NFL confirmed this week Timberlake would return to the show after 13 years. This will be the singer's 3rd time performing, the most for any individual entertainer since the show began in 1967. Many remember the last time Timberlake was asked to perform at the Super Bowl in 2001 when he exposed former performer Janet Jackson. Timberlake has yet to publicly apologize to Janet Jackson for the incident, who has been banned for life from the show. In an interview following the announcement, the singer said that the incident would, quote, won't happen again.
Writer and performer Jenny Yang visited campus this week. Yang is a frequent contributor to BuzzFeed videos and is an advocate for Asian American issues in entertainment and women in comedy. Her humor focuses on these issues and other issues of 20-something life. The event was sponsored by TU's Student Association and hosted in the Great Hall.
Harry Styles was groped on stage at the Hollywood Bowl last week. A group of fans assaulted the former One Direction member as he performed at a benefit concert for breast cancer survivors. Video has surfaced of the fans grabbing at Styles' crotch area. Styles has not responded to the incident, but many are upset at the fans' behavior after a wave of complaints were leveled against those in the entertainment industry.
Netflix's breakout hit Stranger Things is returning just in time for Halloween. The second season will drop on the streaming service on October 27th. This season's events will take place around Halloween time in 1984, approximately 1 year after the events of Season 1. The show's creators have described Season 2 as an expansion and escalation of the world and themes from the previous season. The advanced reviews have been largely positive and suggest that fans should prepare for some very strange things.
Looking to add some cardio to your Halloween festivities? Join Tulsans downtown for the Tulsa Haunts Historic Walk and Run. Tour some of the city's local haunts and learn local tales from Tulsa's past. The walk will have up to 5 haunt stops that include Fleet Feet Blue Dome and the Mayo Hotel. The event begins October 26th at 1 p.m. It is free and open to the public.
If you hadn't had enough Rocky Horror on TU's campus, get to the Guthrie Green for a showing of the classic movie. Fans can watch the 1975 film for free on October 31st at Guthrie Green after the sun sets. The park will also host a free screening of Tim Burton's classic Beetlejuice on October 30th. Both films will begin at 8:30. So I didn't know about the haunted walk run thing.
I've never heard of it.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm excited.
Is the Mayo Hotel actually haunted?
I don't know, but
That'd
we
be really
can
cool.
find out.
Yeah.
I know. I'm excited.
Do you like scary movies?
I do.
Really?
But I can't ever watch them by myself. Like there has to be someone with me, otherwise I can't do it. But I do.
I'm a wimp. I can't watch them at all. What's your
Yeah.
favorite scary movie?
That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't watched any in a while, but I think I'm gonna have like a Halloween movie night like this weekend. So I'll get back to you next week.
That'll be fun.
with my favorite one.
Can't wait to hear about it.
Okay, I think that's all the time we have for entertainment. I'm Laurel.
And I'm Sydney Allison. See you next week.
Hi, welcome back. So we have some really fun equipment on set, as we did mention earlier. It is our 80s themed set for Halloween. And this thing right here is so heavy. It's like a video recorder. What do you have? Oh, you have
I have the same one. I
But-
think this one can actually make tapes. You know, back in the good old days when you could have some VHSs.
yeah, right there.
My dad used to have one of these for the home
The
movies. Yeah.
Oh,
tape
there's the
eject.
mic. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to get it open, but
Maybe you have to turn it on. Like, do you have to plug these things in? Like, how do you work them?
definitely don't have to plug them in. The battery's powered.
You know how to hold it? No. Like this? Oh, wait, wrong side. How do I look?
Very good. Very classy. I feel like a fool right now. I know that you're supposed to look in the good.
Yeah, but you have to hold it over your shoulders too. Wrong.
Is it the wrong way?
There's a little thing over here.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Gotcha. And here's the boom mic.
Yeah.
Like that. You know, I used to be a boom mic operator back in the day.
Back in high school?
Yeah, back in high school.
Wow.
Makes you wonder what kinds of things were recorded on these. Why we still have them. Really? You're not curious as to what lays on these things?
No.
What was taped on the Panasonic VHS
Looks like you
camera?
have to hold it wherever you're doing like this.
Yeah.
You can just set it down and like let it go.
No, that's how cameras today work. You have to hold them and point.
No, but there's some cameras with a tripod. You can just like, shoot.
Oh yeah, these didn't have a tripod. That was
Right.
your shoulder. Your shoulder's the
Yeah.
tripod. Oh, I found the open button. I'm almost positive.
Nope.
Oh, here's the power.
I'm telling you, you need a quarter of some sort. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you to you TVers. I am Charity Barton.
I'm Alex Garofalo. Happy Halloween and stay safe out there.